Markets only.
Meet Susie Smart, she is so bright. On her blackboard you can write. She has a desk, she has a seat. What's your name, my dolly sweet?
My name is Susie Smart.
She can talk!
She can talk, but can she add?
2 plus 2 is 4. Cat, C-A-T.
You can spell!
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how
You recite!
Press the button, she says a dozen things, complete with desk, blackboard, and seat. Susie Smart, sold at food markets only.
All right, let's dispense with the friendly banter. I believe you know why I'm here.
Well, I always figured it was to study us, discover our weaknesses, and report back to your alien overlords.
Good evening, cats and kittens, pups and pooches. It's Susie Q96, and we've been having some terrible technical difficulties over here at the M3 Ranch. My computer updated itself, and when it did, it updated the virus thing, which messed up my StreamYard, and somehow I ended up with 2 accounts, and I couldn't get one over to the other, and I'm finally back in the right account, but I had to delete the notification thing in order to do it. It's been a mess, a freaking mess. So, that being said, I am here. Hi, Deej. Hi, Mikey. Oh, my goodness. It's one of those nights.
Woman, you are playing with forces beyond your ken.
Yeah, well, your Ken can kiss my Barbie.
Yep, that's the attitude I got today, folks. I'm telling you, this has been really something. Oh, my goodness. So I'm a little bit tardy getting online. I'll have to sit down and figure out what happened in the update later on. But boy, it was a mess. Yeah, I can't get to half of my stuff. I just can't. It's, yeah, yeah.
Hey, buddy, what brings you to my little slice of hell?
Yeah, anyway, I'm here, folks. Hello, Gold. Hi, Benji. Show's gonna be a little bit different tonight, for a couple of reasons. One of which is that my car is broken down, so I could not get to the car wash to get car wash quarters. However, I did end up with some quarters today because I swapped some out down at the soda machine. If you haven't seen how I do that, I'll be making a video about it later. I don't have a lot of them, but I have a few. And we're going to do some nickels tonight because I have a whole box full of nickels, and I've been studying on key dates and errors on Jefferson Nichols. So we are going to do some nickel looking tonight. And I found this on the floor the other day. So we'll be talking about this one. It's in a capsule. It's a space nickel. Yeah, I'm a little goofy today. I've been playing with stuff. I don't know what in the world. I just don't know what happened to my computer. It's so crazy. It's just, yeah. I don't know. I just don't know. And I got files that don't want to open now. The last time it was because of my stupid virus program updating, and it decided to block a bunch of things. And just did all kinds of weird junk. Changed some file name. I don't know what it's doing. Yeah, I just don't. I just don't. So anyway, that's what's going on and why I was tardy. Hi, Linda Wallace. I was going to take a break from my shows, and I'm still taking a break from the metal detecting show. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that one yet. And that's largely because it basically doesn't have any viewership anymore to speak of, and because it was at a time that I now need to free up for something else, and people, I just want to do something else. So it will be back at some point, but I think right now I'm just going to stick to doing metal detecting videos rather than live streams. Hi, John Jacobs. So, what else we need to do? Oh yeah, the Christmas in July giveaway. We do have to address that because I have some donated prizes hanging around here. So we will be signing some folks up for that, but I'm gonna do it a little bit different than I did June. June got a little crazy. Whoa, stuff falling down here. Ooh, that's a nice sticker. Rick G Profit Coins. Good channel. I don't know where that sticker came from though. It just fell out of a packet full of metal detecting permits. Yes, there are places where you have to get a permit. Alrighty. So I will later on in the evening have a couple of games, and we'll start signing some people up to possibly win in the Christmas in July gift away. And I will tell you, I am probably still going to do a duck race, but it's not going to be a 100 duck race. It's going to be a 96 duck race. That seems to be appropriate. All right, I got my book out here, my national parks, and I have a few quarters we can look at. We can get the nickel out of there. We'll visit that a little bit later on. And let's see what we got here in Quarterville. I know I have this, but I do have to check these for the unit marks. I have been struggling for 2 years trying to fill this book from vending machines, but it will happen someday. We had an interesting meeting of the Deadbeat Club this morning. We got in a big discussion of stock car racing. So if you're into stock car racing and you want to know anything about my illustrious career in that, you can visit this morning's Deadbeat Club stream. And yeah, it was kind of interesting. One of the tracks that I had some of my more illustrious moments was brought up by someone else who has a relative who races there now, and who is a young lady. So I thought that was good because back when I was racing, they didn't really like girls to be out there, and they were pretty brutal on us. So it was interesting, to compare how things are now, where this young lady is a 4-time track champion in the truck division. And I'm pretty sure I know who it is. He didn't mention her name, but it seems to me I know who that is, and that my friend Tommy had mentioned that she was a pretty good driver. So, hi, Tom Kingery. How are you? JJ's in the house posting some links. Thank you, JJ. I appreciate that. Would you throw Deej's link up there, please? While you're doing that, I would greatly appreciate it. There you go. He read my mind. He read my mind. Good job, mods. I have some great mods. I do have to tell you, I got some great mods. They don't let people get away with too much real crap in here. I mean, we have fun, but you know, yes, I know I'm late. I was late because I was having technical difficulties. I need to get, I know what sound bite I need to get. I was getting some sound bites earlier, but I know the one I need. I need the sound bite from Van Halen's Hot for Teacher. I don't feel tardy. That's what I need in here right now. Yeah, I was tardy. I was. But I couldn't help it. My computer has just been nuts, and it's making me crazy.
I'm not crazy. My mother had me tested.
Well, I don't care if she had me tested or not. I'm pretty sure I am. But that being said, let's get back to my quarters. Technological problems. Hi, AZ. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Oh, I got a email today. I hope William Noel comes in. A while back, I sent him well, not really for him, for his daughter. I had a couple of kids metal detecting shirts, and I sent one to William's daughter because she watches with him periodically. And they sent me a photograph today of her wearing her metal detecting t-shirt and a nice thank you note. And she's just the cutest little thing I ever saw. He said she's really, really tickled to have that detecting shirt. And that made me feel good. And then I did get, for those of you who have been asking, we've been talking about my my radiator blowing up, and I said I was going to post some buy it now items over on my jewelry channel. Well, 24 items have been posted so far in 2 videos, and if I were prepared, I would have the link to Oh Susie Q Jewelry and Decor up there, but I don't. So if somebody, I think we have a bot for that. I'm not sure anymore about what I have. Hey, Les, how you doing? How's things on the other side of the pond? Oh, Les, did you ever get what I sent you, or is it floating around out in the universe still? I sent you an envelope about 3 weeks ago. Crab cakes. Oh, that sounds good. I had steak. I found a steak hiding in my freezer. Wasn't that amazing? See, when I get a steak, oh my, I was going to the bank the other day, Deej, to take back all the change that I rolled up and get a check. I ran out of checks, so I had to go get a counter check. And just as I turned the corner, I heard this big boom, and I went, oh, that sounded like a radiator hose blew off. And that's what happened. But when it blew off, it broke the bottom of my radiator where the hose connects to the bottom. So we have to replace the radiator and the hoses and the fluid and the clamps. My brother bought the radiator for me, and part of the money for the other things, but I have to come up with the rest, and I have to pay the young man that's gonna fix it. But he said he doesn't really want me to pay him, but I'm not gonna let him do all that work. Ooh, look at the mint mark on that bad boy. Is that just a boo-boo, or am I seeing some doubling here? I've turned it a couple different directions, and now when I turn it that way, it goes away. Well, not really. It does, but it doesn't. It looks like it's a P over P, which is really weird. I don't know what's going on with that coin. I'm just going to let that one sit there and marinate for a minute. Yeah, I'm not looking for that stuff right now, JJ. I will be going back through these again and looking for the errors and stuff. Right now, I'm just looking for what will fit into my book. And never say that, Mikey, because as soon as you say only before 1989, after that, no more, somebody will find one or make one. You know, somebody will counterfeit one. Something will happen. Trust me, I've been watching coin videos all day today and seen some really strange stuff today now. Oh, anyway, back to the radiator thing. So my brother ordered the radiator. It's supposed to be here tomorrow, but I still have to pay for the other things, like the 4 big bottles of coolant and that stuff. And the young man says he doesn't want me to pay him, but he's a single father, and I am not going to let him do all that work for free. You know, I just cannot in good conscience do that. So anyway, I was supposed to start selling my jewelry at the farmer's market again this past weekend, but since the car was down, I couldn't do that. So over on Oh Susie Q, I am posting some of the jewelry for sale. I've needed to do that for a while anyway. This just made me get off my butt and start working on it. So, so anyway, that's what's going on with my car. And so I'm kind of stuck here at the house where I can't really go anywhere. I did get a contribution today. I had sent the link to some people that I knew that had asked about my jewelry or have bought jewelry from me in the past. And one of them was a local lady that worked on the Christmas mug project with me. And she sent me a message saying she didn't need any jewelry, but she would help me pay for the things I needed. So she brought me over a contribution today to pay for the hoses. So that just leaves the clamps and the fluid and the labor. So we're getting there. We are getting there. I cannot think today. I've been a little under the weather and trying to deal with all these crazy doctors. They still have not got my PET scan scheduled, and my computer has just been driving me crazy. So I've got a headache. I want the PET scan done so we can see if this growth has spread anywhere else. Whoops, echo there. Get rid of the echo. All righty. Trying to get over here into my Nightbot. because I cannot remember my own commands. Oh, have mercy on me. There we go. Custom. Duddy, do. I don't have one for that. Okay, I thought I did. All right, I guess not. I'll have to go over to eBay and eBay. I got one of those too. I've been working on too much stuff. Oh my goodness. Let's see what this quarter line here is. I'm going to go back to that weird looking one. Oh my goodness. I can't think. That's what I need. I wanted to get a link to my other channel. There we go. All right, I finally found what I was looking for. Darn it, I can't type. There we go. There's the link to my other channel, and there are 2 videos up there that were put up yesterday of some jewelry items. I will have some home decor stuff and some different jewelry up in the next day or 2. Well, I will have some other things that are going up that are not jewelry related, or items that are made with hemp and other non-metallics, because I do have some customers who, and there is a little bit of gold up there, but not much. I can't afford to work with it, truth be told. A lot of people that say that they can only wear gold, actually what it is that they have an allergy to nickel, which hides in a lot of jewelry components. I do not use anything that has nickel in it. I only use sterling silver wires or surgical steel, and occasionally gold. But I don't use the cheap ones because I can't wear them either. And I don't want to sell them to people. If I can't wear it myself, why would I want to do that? Hey, Mark Thomas. Hi, Patty. Ooh, that one's nice and shiny. Little bats. So, anyway, I will be putting some artwork, home decor stuff up there. I just haven't gotten to it yet. It's kind of time consuming to get all the photos done, and then I have to get the description of each piece and enter that into an Excel file so I know what I've listed. So I got 24 pieces up yesterday. And oh yeah, I've got one that way too, Deej, that I got from Spray Can. And so what I have done now, I have put it on a really long braided piece of hemp so that it's not touching my skin. It hangs down long enough that it touches my shirt, and there's nothing none of it is touching my skin, and now I can wear it again because it's a beautiful cross and I love it. But I had an issue with it. A lot of the import pieces have lead in them, and that's what causes that breakout. So we're down to these two here. Boy, that's pretty obliterated. This is a weak looking coin right here. Yeah, I have not been finding anything to go in this book. The last 2 or 3 hunts and the state quarter book, we only need 1 coin. We need a Puerto Rico. All right, nothing there. We'll go back through those later. Ward Carroll's channel, the comment on the final countdown video. Emery Brown, one of my former squadron officers, contacted you. Oh, how cool is that? That is really cool. I had something kind of like that happen years ago when I was working on my father's family genealogy, and I was trying to find out about my dad's unit and what had happened to my father, because he was missing for a while during World War II. And it took me many years to get his records. They kept telling me that they had been burned and all this doodah. Well, I found out that wasn't true. And eventually I was able to get them. And I did know what unit he was in, but I didn't know which company within that unit. And finally, I found a website for that unit, which was the 182nd Americal Division. And I had just made a post asking general questions about the unit. I knew where my dad had served, and I knew that he had gotten the Bronze Star. And when I got his records, I found something indicating that they had told his commanding officer to put him back in for the Silver Star and the Congressional Medal of Honor. So, of course, I'm trying to follow up on that. And by that time, my dad had been dead for 10, 11 years. And I figured most of the guys in his unit probably were too. And one day out of the blue, I got an email from a guy that was in my dad's unit. And I was a little skeptical. And I said, well, can you tell me anything about my dad that I probably wouldn't know? And what the man told me cracked me up, because what he said was, we always used to tell your dad not to smile in the foxhole. And when he said that, I said, yep, he knew my dad. And the reason he said that, my dad had a gold tooth right in the front, and the guys were always afraid that light was going to reflect off of it, and the Japanese were going to see him in the foxhole. So my dad had told us that he used to take cigarette ashes and dirt and put it on his tooth to knock the gold reflection down. So when this man told me that, I knew he really had known my dad. And it turned out that he had actually been with my father when my dad was at the aid station waiting to be airlifted out of Guadalcanal. So that was, it's kind of neat when you hear from somebody, like decades later about some military thing. It's just an amazing thing. I learned a lot more from that gentleman about my dad, and it explained a lot why my dad's behavior was the way it was. Hey, Suzette. But yeah, that's really cool that you heard from your squadron officer. That's I bet you were so excited. Oh, we're looking for Puerto Rico in here. It's the only one we need to finish the book. As soon as I finish it, it will go in the giveaway. But I don't want contributions. It's got to be out of the vending machine or the car wash, because the whole purpose of the operation is to prove you can fill these books without spending a bunch of money. I encourage kids to start collecting coins that way. Should have turned the fan on before I got here. There's my state. Hi, Michiganders. I'm still working at it, trying to get up there. I was filling out more papers today for more locations. I'm expanding my original area. At this point, other than the UP, I don't care where I land as long as I can get up there, and then I can look for somewhere else to live later once I'm back on the ground there. Oh, and if you were in the Deadbeat Club earlier, you got a free concert. My friend Question Mark from Question Mark and the Mysterians called while we were doing some pennies in the Deadbeat Club this morning and sang us a little bit of 96 Tears. He was in rare form. I had to cut him off or he'd have gone stupid on us. But yeah, you never know what's going to happen. Now that I've kind of just gone with a no format thing, I'm, logging on when I feel like logging on, doing what I want to do. And other than this show, I am not adhering to any real schedule. I'm just, hey, Silver Slinky, how you doing? If I missed anybody in the stream, I'm sorry. No, we got nothing in there tonight, too. Oh, well, those were bonus quarters anyway. So, all right. Let me see. Let me be right with you guys. I'm going to stick this back under here, see if it still looks weird to me. Yeah, it still looks weird. That bit mark still looks weird to me. I got to get up and turn some air on in here, though. It has gotten very warm in the last hour for some reason, when it's supposed to be getting cooler. There we go. Maybe it's just an old lady having a hot flash. It's hard to say. All right. So, don't know what the deal with this one is. But even if I turn it sideways, I can still see some shading. So we're going to keep that aside for now. And then I'm going to find myself here. Let me get rid of that. All right. Got to set the Nightbot up. I'm so tardy today. And I got a couple of little things I want to throw out there. First of all, my friend Dawn, the metal detective, is a little under the weather. She's been having some digestive issues, and they had actually started before we went down to Florida, and she's been having a real hard time with them. So if you haven't seen Dawn around, that's part of what's going on. So wishes out to Dawn. I hope she's feeling better. I miss her. She's a very funny person. I like Dawn. So that's happening. And then those of you who were here last Monday when I had my meltdown, about 2 hours after I had one, or 3 or 4. Anyway, same night, 4th of July, my good friend Handy Andy 736 had a little problem, and he has now decided he's not going to do any more live streams. So I've been trying to get a hold of him. So anyway, if anybody hears from Andy other than the little shorts that he has been posting, please ask him to call me, because he's not answering, and I am very worried about he's like a brother to me, and yeah. So anyway, I got my bot set up finally. Oh. I don't know what order to do things in. This is one bad thing. When you got everything all planned and then your computer starts fighting with you, you know, it just, yeah. So I'm just trying to think things through a little bit. Yeah, I think the next show I'm going to do is going to be pennies. I've got a bazillion wheat pennies we need to look at for errors and stuff. So we're probably going to do that.
Penny.
Yeah, we're going to do that. But next, I think we're going to visit some nickels. I've been watching videos most of the day about Jefferson Nichols. The first one being minted in 1938. There are a lot more variations and errors than I ever knew there were, starting with right out of the box with the 38s and going all the way up into the 2000s. So what I have done here is just made some little envelopes where I sorted out a bunch of my nickels that I found in this box by decade. John Jacobs says Dad was the oldest enlisted in his outfit in World War II. Yeah, my brother was the youngest in his outfit during the Bay of Pigs invasion, and he was stationed in Guantanamo, Cuba. I was in 2nd or 3rd grade. I don't remember exactly which, but my brother's quite a bit older than I am. And anyway, I know I was in elementary school, and we had gotten a letter from my brother, and I mentioned to my teacher that my brother was in Guantanamo, and she accused me of lying and said that my brother was too young to be in Guantanamo and sent me to the office. Well, my brother really was in Guantanamo. And so anyway, they called my mom, and my mother informed them that I was not lying and that my brother was stationed at Guantanamo, and he was either 17 or 18 at the time. He was in charge of all of the communications equipment. My brother's an electronics whiz. In fact, we probably would have been 20 years behind on cell phones if my brother didn't invent all the things that he has. He has, I think, 14 or 15 patents, all related to cell phone communication. Mikey says he might be back. Okay, we got a 1940 here. Let's see what we're gonna have under 1940s. Okay, there is a 1940 that has a reverse of the 38. This book that I'm using has some nice lists in it, but it does not have the documentation that I would like. It's the 2020 U.S. Error Coin Guide, and you kind of have to jump all over the book. It's, like I said, it's got some good info, but I wish it were organized differently. I'm working on it. So anyway, possibilities are 1940 with the reverse of 38, but I'm not quite sure what that means. So if someone could explain that to me, this has got the reverse of obliterated. There's very little detail left on this one. And there's also a I was looking for mint mark, nothing there. So yeah, I got about 5 or 6 in here that are 1940s, but I don't really know what I'm looking at. Except some pretty weak looking nickels here. I'll have to, there's a 41. It doesn't have anything for a regular 41, only the D's and the S's. But like I said, I found this whole box full of nickels. 47. Yeah, we're just taking a look at them. I'm going to study up more on nickels. There's nothing listed under the 47s or the 47Ds for anything, any varieties or such. We can look. Here's another 40. That one's pretty slick too. Let's see what we got here. It is a 49D. Okay. There are some 49Ds, D over S. But I don't think this is one of them because that D looks pretty clear. I don't see anything indicating that it is over an S. Although it's kind of a funny looking D. I don't think we got anything there. All right. Put those back in their little pouch. Which is funny, it was marked 1990s nickels and it was all 1940s. Okay. All right. Now, we've looked at those. Let's grab another one. See what we got. This one says 1950s. Oh, I lost my place in the book. Chapter 7, where are you? I have another list besides this one. I'm going to try to type these lists up and make the files available. 38 steps seems wavy compared to 39 nickels. Okay. Okay, 1954. First, let's check for a mint mark. Nope. Nothing listed for the Philly Dilly 54. Let's see what this one is. This is a 58D. And there's no 58s listed at all. At least not in this book. That's all I'm looking at right now is this book. 57D. The regular 57, there's some DDOs, but doesn't say anything about the D. We're just gonna do a little intro to Nichols tonight. 1952. Oh, look, we got a 52S, folks. How about that? There's nothing odd as far as errors, but I rarely find an S nickel. I'm getting my other book here. See where we're at here. I wish they'd make the print of these books a little bit bigger. My eyes stink. 52S. I don't know. It's in pretty weak condition. An MS-60 would be worth, oh, where is it? I lost my line here. Can't see. Oh, not too much. About 75 cents. Oh, no, that was wrong. I was looking at the wrong line. An MS-60 would be worth $1. But it's an S, and I'm pretty sure I don't have that in my book, so we will be putting that one aside for later. Hi, Copper Owl. How you doing? Okay, 54. Slick. Real slick. Yeah, none of these are in particularly good shape. These were found in a nickel roll. That's what this box is stuff from a nickel box that I searched a while back that I never did anything with. Oh, excuse me, heartburn tonight. 57. What's going on with the top of that 5? I guess nothing. I don't know. What am I seeing here? Huh. A little bit of cuddy. All right, Deej, thanks for coming. Please hit the like on the way out if you haven't already. Love you, sister. 57D. What's going on in the middle of that D there? That looks pretty good. Hi, Jack. $57. I'm still curious about the... I know you do, Dee. I'm still curious about this, because those are raised, they are not indented. So I'm going to put that one aside for later perusal. It always takes me about 4 looks at coins before I decide what to do with them. There's another 57D, but it does not have the features of the other one. I got 3 more in my 50s envelope, and then we'll stop and play a game. 1952. D. All right, let's see what it says about 52s. Has anybody noticed a trend on these nickels that the reverse seems to be worn out a lot faster than the obverse? 1952. Nothing for D's. Yeah, I got a little bit late start tonight. I apologize for that. I've got to work on my computer tomorrow, try to figure out why it's... Well, I know why. Every time the virus program updates, it fouls things up. It wants to block things that aren't supposed to be blocked. And creates all kinds of havoc for me. It messes with StreamYard. It messes with my video editing program. It messes with YouTube Studio. And then I got to go in and put everything back the way it was. I'm about to have to get a new virus program because it just started doing that in the last few updates. 1958 D. 58, not on the list. Alrighty, that's the end of those. Except I don't know what this one is. 54. Okay, these can go back. And I'm keeping 2 out of there. Oh, pooey. I just don't know what I just did. Oh, yeah, I got to look at these 2 quarters real quick so I can put them away. Nope, no crown. In case you don't know what the crown is, that's a bunch of crud that shows up here on his hat. But there's nothing there, so that can go in the spendables. And I think this is a Sally ride I got out of the Coke machine today. But it does not have the Washington shadow error on it. Just another Sally. And that one's a much nicer Sally. That one's not messed up too much. This also came out of our soda machine. I went down to get a lemonade because I can't go to the store. And of course my machine's out of lemonade. Of course. It was a beautiful day today. It was a perfect day to go metal detecting. And of course, I got no car. So I did not get to do that. I don't know why this is lying up here. I mean, I am going through all my change. Oh, yeah, that's up there because it's got that weird mint mark that looks doubled except for in one position. If I turn it this one way, it doesn't look doubled, but everything else on it does. Oh, you're welcome, Dennis. I actually lost the first one I was going to send you. And so I sent you that one. And then I found the other one. And so I used the other one to pay spray can coins for 2 items that I got in one of his auctions while people were napping. And I paid $1 each. I showed these the other day, but I'm going to show them again because I can't believe I paid $1 each for these 2 items, especially this one, the 1904 Indian head. Now, as you can see, all the letters are still legible on the headband. The Liberty is fully readable. So I paid $1 for this coin and in one of his auctions, and since I needed it, I got it. And then the other thing I got was this. Let me turn my other camera on. I've showed these before, but it's just kind of a cool thing. And I got this one I got to be part of the prize package for July. This is a really nice little set of 1943 steel pennies. They are in this nice little display card. You have your S, your Philly, your Denver. And I paid $1 for that. So I say instead of sending PayPal, I sent him a $2 bill since I had that extra one. Ha! That's funny, Dennis. There you go. Washington Crossing had a die clash. Okay. Well, I set it right over here, so I think that's it. Let me get back over. Yeah, I always forget that there's like a delay. I should leave them under the scope longer. Come on. There we go. Okay, where is it? Huh. Are you talking about this? Where am I? Washington Crossing had a die clash. Feed me more info on that, John Jacobs. Are we talking about this under his nose? I'm not sure what we're... Yeah, okay. Right there. Oh, I'm not sure. Could be. Yeah, I didn't throw it in the bin. I did set it aside for some strange reason. I'll have to look that up. Let me notate that. Oh, excuse me. I have got heartburn tonight. That's not a good thing, because usually if I get heartburn, then I get an AFib attack. And I don't want one of those today. Under nose. I'm going to put it in a little Mylar for now with a little note. We'll revisit that. Alrighty. Let's do one more of my envelopes of nickels. This one. Well, we'll do a couple because these don't have very many in them. And then we're going to play a game. Yeah, that's what I usually end up doing, is looking them up later, because I don't navigate very well sometimes when my eyes are bothering me, and this is one of those times. Nothing listed for this coin in the book, but I have another list. That's why I'm putting them back in the envelope, because I have another list from other sources. And this book has a tendency to jump around. Like, it doesn't have the key dates on the same page as the errors. It just, it's not my favorite. That's why I'm having to make a chart. Hey, Scott. Okay, 62. All right, I got a 62. Look and see if we got any DDR action happening. Then I think we're going to sign up a couple people for Christmas in July. I don't see anything there. Let's look at the other one real quick. Okay, that's a D. We were looking for Phillies. Let me go ahead and look at it anyway with that. Pretty crappy looking coins. All right. Let's see if there's anything here. Okay. Got some 63s to look for DDRs on. But that's a D, and I'm not looking for a D, I'm looking for a Philly. I could use coffee myself, Jack. Yeah, I was watching a video today by Coin Crew about 1914D Wheaties and how to tell fakes from real ones. It was really interesting, and now I'm going to have to go back through all my penny books and look at my 1914s with a new set of eyes. I know how to do spreadsheets, Jack. Why? What do you need to do? I've been working on one for all these errors on the national park quarters. And I started one last night for the jewelry that I'm selling. I hate doing them, but I know how. Oh, I see little M is coming to visit. Oh, little M is here. We got us a cat. Yeah, we got us a cat in the house. Yeah, we do. We got us a cat.
Oh, come on. Everybody loves lolcats. They're cute and they can't spell because they're cats.
I trusted you with my email address, and you betrayed that trust by sending me internet banality. Strike one.
I'm sorry, guys. I've lost it today. I have lost it. I have. Oh, all right. Well, what's this envelope? It's empty. It's an empty envelope. Well, we got through a few of the Nichols. Found a couple things to study later. Oh, all right. Let's find my gift away notebook. There it is. Gotta start a new one for July. I keep all the stuff in case somebody wants to cry later. Oh, excuse me again. All right, I think I was going to do cats versus dogs, but I don't know where I put the cards. So I think we're just going to go with a standard race of the ducks. Need to go on a test drive, order parts for tomorrow, and I'm done for the day. Yeah, I'm sure the cards are in the bag. I don't know where the bag is. So what I'm going to need y'all to do so I can program this here duck race in is make sure you post something in the live stream. It says there are 8 of you in here, and I have 6 on the list. So let me read who's on the list, and if you're not on there, you need to post something. Copper Owl, Dennis Jameson, Jack Gallman, John Jacobs, Scott Teskey, Silver Slinky, Sir Benji, and the Lucky James Eller. And now it says there's 9 and I have 8, so I'm still missing one person. Mike Wolf, that was who it was. All right, we got 9 and 9. Number 9. Let me copy the list here. All right. Oops, that's not where I want to be. That's where I want to be. So I can open the Quackadoodle Duck Race. Duck Race. Yeah, I wish I had the money to pay for the some of the other races. We were having fun with some of them last night, but you got to pay for a lot of them. I kind of got to stick with the freebie ones for now. See if I can get this up here. Ah, there's Patty. Let me make sure I got her. She wins a lot of these duck races, I'm telling you. Huh? Patty is lucky duck. For sure. I gotta add Patty in there. Let me make sure I got everybody. Okay, we got 10 and 10. Looks like we're good. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the top 3 finishers in the race. And those will be the first 3 qualifiers for the Christmas in July giveaway, which will be at the end of the month. I'll give you an exact date when I got it all figured out. I'm just not, I'm not sure yet about the prizes or anything, but there will be prizes because I have a pile of them over here. All right, we're going to have a 3-minute race since we only have 9 ducks, and we're going to shuffle it 3 times. And everybody ready? Has everybody bribed the ducks? And they're off. Quack-a-doodle duckers. Quack-a-doodle duckers. There, let's get them up there. All right, Mike Wolf dressed up as Mrs. Doubtfire, I think. Sir Benji B. Go. Quack-a-doodle duck. And they're still a swimming. There's James Eller as Batman. I'm Batman. Look at him go. Look at him go. Come on, ducks. Let's get there. Let's get there. Still got a minute and a half. Things can change rapidly in these duck races, Last night was a supreme example. I was in one and it was like 3 seconds and there wasn't anybody close to me. And all of a sudden this guy came out of nowhere and I was through dealing. I was out of the race. Oh, it was horrible. I wanted to cry because I wanted that package and I didn't win it. Oh. But I didn't cry. I just congratulated the winner. What you gonna do? Actually, I did cry. I accused his duck of trying to drown mine. We're in the last home stretch now. Look at everybody all bunched up there together. Nobody's given much room there. This is a close one. Too close to call even. I'm not even going to attempt. Not even going to try. Go. Oh, John Jacobs sneaking out in front. Oh, look at Mike Wolf. Look at him. Look at him. Go, Granny, go. Wow, look at that. Mike Wolf for the win. Okay, let's see. Oh, somebody help me. Okay, our top three, Mike Wolf, John Jacobs, and Scott Teske. Let me get that written in. Those are our first three entries in the Christmas in July drawing. And I will be releasing all the info on that in the next day or two as soon as I get everything finalized. So I thank all you quackadoodle ducks for participating in that little event. So I think it's about 7:20 something, and I think I'm gonna take it to the house because my nurse is coming in the morning early. I still got this thing on my arm that doesn't want to heal, and then they're gonna give me a COVID test just because I have to monitor that. This building is full of germy people, and I haven't had one for a while. One of my doctors wants me to have it before I come in for a procedure, so we'll be doing that. Excuse me. So anyway, I thank everybody for coming in. We will be having some more meetings of the Deadbeat Club and working our way through this box of nickels here. And then we've got a whole bunch of pennies. So even if I can't get to the quarters, we still got plenty of coins to study upon. And oh my goodness, yeah, I hate it when my phone does that, Patty. They're just dragging. Mine needs charged right now, as a matter of fact. Oh, excuse me. Ah, darn, I'm tired. I don't know why I'm so tired all the time. That's just one of the things, I guess, with all of my crazy illnesses. Just trying to find the appropriate. Oh, here's one more sound bite that I got today.
But don't applaud, Fred. Just throw money.
So yeah, don't applaud, folks. Just throw money. You can throw some over at the Oh Susie Q Jewelry and Decor section on my other website, so I can fix my car. You know, I don't care if people want to condemn me for asking for help. You know, what can I say? I live on social insecurity, and I just don't have anything put away anymore. All my health issues ate up everything I had put away. So if you want to go over there and take a look, no applause, no applause, exactly. So there you go. All right, gang. We'll catch up with y'all later. Yeah. All right, people. Have a great night. Find another channel to go support. Normally I would be sending you to Handy Andy's, but I don't know if he's going to even go on tonight. You'll just have to check and see if he makes that decision. So I know Can's having an auction. I don't know who else is playing tonight. I haven't looked. So good night, everybody. We'll see you later. M3 says meow.